Rhok!
So, you want to be a motovlogger. Awesome. I wanted to do this tutorial a while ago. A couple people have been bringing it up. Somebody just made a pretty, a pretty awesome vlog about becoming an A-list motovlogger. If you look up David's Motovlogs, it's 2 words, David's space Motovlogs. That's the dude's YouTube account name. Not to be confused with David's Motovlogs, which is that crazy Swedish kid. It's just all 1 word. So, okay, yeah, you want to become a motovlogger. Obviously, bike, camera, microphone, helmet. First things first, get your camera angle right. Put the camera on your helmet, get on your bike. If you can preview the picture on a phone or whatever, it makes it a lot easier. Sit on your bike, kind of get into your riding position and look to see that you're getting the angle you want. I like it on the side of the helmet. If you're going to put it there, get a little bit of the helmet in the picture. Don't like take up 1/3 of the picture with the helmet. Make sure you get enough. I like to where you can see a little bit of the bike down here, but don't put it so low that it looks cut off on the top. If you record a vlog and your video is a bad angle, go re-record it. Don't upload a vlog that is crappy. Next thing is your audio. You want good, clean audio without a bunch of wind noise. You don't have to buy a super expensive mic. The mic that's in this helmet is a $32 Sony. The mic that's in my other helmet is a $15 Olympus. They both work really, really well. I like the Sony a little better because it's dual mono. The $15 Olympus is single mono, which means all the audio is on 1 channel, which means in post-processing it's pretty easy. I just select combine channels and it puts it on both channels. Myself and a lot of other guys are finding that the best mic placement for good clean audio is putting the mic in the cheek pad. You could put it, behind the cheek pad, alongside the cheek pad, but it tends to work best. Pull your cheek pad off, and there's usually a little hole in the back of the cheek pad. Stuff the mic into the cheek pad itself. If you're using a dirt helmet and it's got real short cheek pads, stick it all the way up by the front. If you're using a full face helmet that has long cheek pads that come more down towards your mouth, put it more towards the top of the helmet. I mean, not towards the top of the helmet, but towards the top of the cheek pad. Again, same thing with the video. If your audio sucks, go re-record, move the mic and go re-record the vlog. Reason for this is that people don't want to struggle to watch your video. If someone starts watching your video and your audio is horrible, there's a high likelihood that they're going to click to somebody else's video, which means they're not watching your video, your efforts are wasted, and they're sure as heck not going to subscribe to you. So okay, now you've got your audio sorted, you've got your video sorted. Well, now you're like, okay, well, how do I get people to watch my videos? Well, there are at least 3 Facebook groups that I know of for motovloggers. One's called YouTube Motovloggers and Friends. The other one's just called YouTube Motovloggers, and the other one I belong to is called, I think it's called Motovloggers Worldwide. Sign up for all 3 of those groups. Your first vlog, I don't want to tell you what to vlog, but in my opinion, your first vlog should be an introduction. Hi, my name is such and such, I live here, this is the kind of bike I ride, maybe do a little walk around of your bike and show it. And then talk about yourself a little bit. Try to keep your vlogs, in my opinion, the best vlogs are in the 6 to 9 minute range. I've had a problem where a lot of my vlogs have gone into the 12 to 15 minute range, and people don't have time to stick to your whole vlog. If they don't have time to watch your whole vlog, that might be a reason they stop watching you. Don't make your vlogs specifically only thinking about keeping people watching or getting subscribers, but take it into consideration, because if you're going to go through the effort of recording vlogs and editing them and uploading them, you want people to actually watch your videos. And that brings me to the other thing I want to talk about is monetization. Get your account in good standing, do all the verification checks and everything, and you may as well monetize your videos if you're going to put them up. You know, it's not a big deal. An ad will roll at the beginning. People can click off of it in 5 seconds most of the time. People don't really seem to mind that. You're never going to get rich. Don't think of it as a way you're ever going to make any kind of appreciable amount of money. But hey, if you can get a couple bucks out of it, fuck it, why not, you know? That's the way I look at it. Again, don't think of this as a way you're going to make a bunch of money, because in all likelihood, you are never going to make a bunch of money. There are a couple people that do it for a living. In the motovlogging world, they are few and far between. So, you know, don't plan on making any kind of money off of it. And honestly, if you're any good, it's not going to be about that for the most part anyway. You know, obviously, if you're doing it for a living, you have a little more motivation to think about that, but 99% of us, that's never going to happen. And again, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. The next thing I want to talk about is editing. Don't be afraid to learn your editing software. You don't need anything super expensive. Microsoft Windows Movie Maker is free. It's part of Windows. If you just Google Windows Movie Maker, it'll take you to Microsoft's link to download it, install it. It integrates into Windows. It's really basic, but it does the job. I think I got to like 1,500 subscribers before I started using Sony Vegas. You will be able to do more and make your videos look a little more professionally. You make your videos look better if you learn how to use at least the basic functionality of a better editing program. You don't have to spend $600. If you go to Best Buy or somewhere and pick up Sony Movie Maker, which is $40, there's a version of it that's $40. There's a version that's like $120, but the $40 version is completely sufficient. It comes with a slightly watered down version of Sony Vegas Pro. I've used the Sony Movie Maker version of Vegas, and I also have used the Sony Vegas Pro, which is what I use right now. I use Sony Vegas Pro 12. If you want to get Pro, there are ways, if you have that moral flexibility, there are ways to get Vegas Pro or Adobe Premiere cheaper. You know, set sail on the bay. I'm not endorsing or condoning that, but it's out there. It may seem big and scary learning how to use those editing programs, but just go on to YouTube. Whatever you're trying to do on the video, type in how to edit clips on Sony Vegas Pro or Adobe Premiere. Type that into YouTube, and you'll come up with videos that show you how to do everything. I'm getting to be pretty competent with Vegas Pro, and it's all because I just watched videos on YouTube how to do it. Back to those Facebook groups. When you make your introduction video, go onto those groups, all 3 of them. Post your video and say, hey, I'm a brand new motovlogger. Can you do me a favor and check me out? Don't beg for subscribers. Nobody likes a beggar. Just be like, hey, you know, if you like it, you know, like the video, comment on it, tell me what you think could be better or worse. Try to get people to comment on the video itself. The more active the video is on YouTube, the more likely it will be to come up higher in the search or get to be a suggested video. Like I said, post it on all 3 of those groups. A lot of times the members in those groups will sub you just because you're new. And they'll give you words of encouragement, they'll give you tips and hints. You know, it's gonna be free views and subscribers. I can pretty much guarantee you will get some subscribers if you post your videos on all 3 of those groups. And post all of your videos on all 3 of those groups. When it comes down to the editing, get rid of dead air. I can't stress this enough, especially in the beginning of the video. People watch your video and you have maybe 5 seconds, 10 tops, to hook them, for them to decide they want to watch the rest of your video. So get rid of dead air and try to make the beginning of your video interesting. If you make no other part of your video interesting, make the beginning interesting, because that is what will make people want to watch the rest of your video. Well, I am at school, so I'm going to have to wrap this video up. I'm sure I'm forgetting about 10 things. Oh, you might want to look up how to put a subscription link in your videos where people can just click it, like at the end of your video, and it takes you right to your channel page. When you have your channel page, set it up. Get a headline picture on your YouTube channel page. If you have a Facebook, you can put a link to your Facebook. Go to my channel's page and look, there's a link to my Facebook, there's a link to one of my sponsors. Get a preview video for your channel in the beginning, just make it your introduction video. As far as topics to vlog about, I know that's a question, just what's on your mind. You know, talk about things like that, what's going on in your life. Go on those Facebook groups. Look what is a hot topic right now. Like right now, one of the hot topics is, you know, advice for beginning vloggers. It's springtime, so a lot of people are starting out vlogging, and they're looking for, you know, hey, what do I do to become a vlogger? How do I become successful? How do I get people to sub me? Well, that's, you know, right there. If you make a video about that, you're guaranteed some views, because people are trying to suck down as much advice and information as they can get on this topic right now. Anyway, I'm at school. I gotta go. I gotta go get my learn on. We'll talk to you later.